Imagine this. You close your eyes tonight knowing you'll never age another day. Your skin stays flawless, your organs never fail, and disease becomes nothing more than a word in a history book. But here's the twist. You're not the only one. Everyone you've ever known, everyone on Earth, also lives forever. Sounds like paradise, but is it? Or could eternal life be the single most dangerous thing humanity could ever face? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the shocking truth about why living forever might be the greatest blessing, or the ultimate curse. The first weeks would feel like a miracle. The news headlines would explode with joy. Death is defeated. Scientists, politicians, and religious leaders would all scramble to understand what happened. Hospitals would empty overnight. Funeral homes would go out of business. Wars might pause, at least for a while, as people celebrated their newfound gift. With no fear of disease or aging, humanity would experience a golden age of exploration, innovation, and ambition. People would take risks they never dreamed of before, and that's because there's nothing to lose, but beneath the celebration, something darker is already taking root. Every day, 385,000 babies are born. Normally, deaths balance this out. But if nobody dies, Earth's population would skyrocket. Cities would become unimaginably overcrowded. Resources like food, water, and housing would run out at lightning speed. Land disputes would erupt, and the tension between nations would boil over. And here's the terrifying part. Immortality wouldn't stop people from fighting. It would just mean they fight forever. Pensions? Gone? Retirement? Pointless. If people never age, job positions would never open. Young generations would have nowhere to work, nowhere to grow. The gap between rich and poor would stretch into something unrecognizable. Because the wealthy would have infinite time to accumulate power, and in an immortal world, whoever controls resources controls everyone. Now imagine the emotional side. Grief would vanish, at first, but as centuries pass, you'd see the same faces over and over. Relationships would stretch into unimaginable time spans. Some bonds might grow deeper, but others, they'd become unbearable. Marriages, friendships, and families could fracture under the weight of eternity. Because without the urgency of time, do our connections still mean the same? Earth itself has limits. Overcrowding, overfarming, and pollution would spiral. Even if technology advanced to feed billions more, ecosystems would collapse under the pressure of an endless population. Diseases might evolve. Not to kill us, but to make us suffer indefinitely. And some scientists believe immortality could make us careless with our planet, because why care about the future when you have infinite tomorrows? Here's the chilling truth. Death isn't just an end. It's a reset. It makes space for new ideas, new leaders, and fresh ways of thinking. Without it, humanity could stagnate. Old ideologies could linger for centuries. Dictators could rule indefinitely. Criminals could never be permanently removed from society. They'd just keep coming back, generation after generation. Faced with an overcrowded planet, humanity's only real escape would be to leave Earth. Colonizing other planets would go from a distant dream to a desperate necessity. But here's the paradox. Even if we succeed, immortality could mean repeating the same mistakes across the galaxy. Endless expansion might sound like freedom, but it could be the beginning of humanity consuming everything in its path. Living forever might not just break society, it might break us. Without an end to give life urgency, days could start to blur into centuries. Boredom, depression, and existential dread could become the new plagues of the immortal world. After all, when every choice you make can be undone over infinite time, do your choices even matter anymore? And now, after all of that, here's the truth you've been waiting for. Even if humans could live forever, it wouldn't mean we're invincible. We'd still be vulnerable to accidents, violence, and planetary disasters. A single asteroid, a gamma-ray burst, or a supervolcano could wipe us all out in an instant, no matter how immortal we are. So in the end, immortality doesn't guarantee survival. It only changes the way we spend the time we have, whether it's 80 years or eternity. If you enjoyed exploring this mind-bending what if, imagine the possibilities in my other videos. Click here to see the most dangerous scenario we've ever covered. Trust me, it'll keep you up at night.